Good morning. This is Mark Sebastian. I am founder of OptionPit.com, and this is the AM Volatility Report. We made a comment on our blog yesterday about the VVIX, and the VVIX is really starting to normalize. The VIX is the VIX of VIX, and has really started to normalize. Back down into the 90s, and as we look today, if I pull up VVIX again, you'll notice it's down even more. And it's really approaching that 90 threshold that a lot of people watch. As kind of a normal versus elevated. In a normal time, above 90 is a level that people consider VVIX to be fully priced. I could do without this being slow to load up. But you can see it's now dropped below its 200-day moving average. And even the vol of vol, so realized vol on the vol of vol, think about that, is now getting close to normal. All right. So looking around the option sphere, you can see we've crept higher, mostly on Dow. Boy, how embarrassing. CEO's that bad. The stock moves nicely higher after you get fired. Not the best endorsement of her skills. Then as you look at the curve, VIX is 19. The Akinov is still over is still over November, but November is now below December. So there's a weird little kink in the October future still. So, how embarrassing, Dow Chemical just getting just abused and then rallying after they announced her quitting. That's not the best endorsement of the lady's skills. But yeah, the whole curve flattening up some more. VIX now getting below 19, and that whole curve is getting near flat. This curve is definitely flashing kind of, yellow signs, if you will, and maybe even long. Certainly capped below October and November points toward, points toward the curve being much more normal and in a contango, in truth. So how do you play that? Well, there's going to be some convergence here now. They're going to have to move a certain way, and volatility is going to have to, VIX futures are going to have to relax if vol stays here. They're going to have to move back lower, not higher, and that's a pretty amazing thing if you think about it. So right now the 20s would be in the money. So some interesting plays are, like the 18, the 19, 18, 16 bear put broken wing fly might make some sense if one could do it for a credit, which one can. So a trade that might look like this, that just bets on the VIX not completely collapsing, because I don't think anyone's expecting it to collapse. But plans on it having a rough couple of weeks, or a eased off couple of weeks, and that makes sense to me as I see it. All right, it's a true. It truly does makes perfect sense that would be the way a trade that could make some sense. Some other ones to watch. You can see Apple, Facebook. So the high flyers were great yesterday, and they're a little weaker today. Still some pressure coming off TLT, despite the fact rates are going nowhere, because rates had moved so hard in the face of fear, they kind of got overdone. All right, they did. Yeah. And VXX and UVXY both look like interesting plays. It'll be interesting to see how UVXY drops over the next few days. There is certainly something to be said for the ability of this thing to keep moving $1 or $2 a day if we stay in this kind of range. It could be back into the mid 30s, and VXX could be approaching back below 20 by the end of next week if everything stays in line. So there's all sorts of weird things. The market's still trying to hash through some of the stuff, but volatility in general appears to be waning to some degree. Even oil has found a kind of a floor for itself. So that's kind of where I see things moving for the next couple of days and through the end of the week. I think we're going to be threatening 2,000 in the next day or so. Maybe if not today. Okay, folks, on that note, I hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you soon. If you have questions, you can you can email me, marketoptionpit.com. You can call me 888-TRADE01. Have a good one, folks.